channel. In today's video I'm coming at you barefaced because I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm heading out to a Revlon event later on tonight, actually in 3 hours, so I should really hurry up because if you follow me on Instagram and join my Instagram lives, you know I'm always late to every single event. But anyways, yeah, I'm really excited because I have some new makeup to play around with as well, including the Carli Bybel palette. Oh my god, the lighting is totally washing it out, but I'm sure all of you guys know exactly what this is. I also have a couple other new products like the Too Faced Born This Way, new powder, and then I got this new Laura Geller highlighter. Well, it's not new. It's not available in Canada, so I picked that up as well. So I have a couple new things, but when I go to events, I like to play it safe with the base that I know will stay in place. So I'm going to be showing you kind of my event makeup slash get ready with me slash testing new products. Oh, I also have a highlighter by Iconic London, so I'm really excited for this video. I hope you guys are too. Sorry for that brief interruption. I actually had a call that I had to get onto, but as you can see I started doing my brows, so we are already jumping full swing into this tutorial. But I realized I totally forgot to do my regular intro. So if this is your first time checking me out, welcome. My name is Aysha and I'd love it if you subscribe down below and join the fam. But yeah, let us continue. I can't believe I forgot that. I always say my intro, never forget it, but I guess I got too excited to get ready today. So yeah, I'm just filling in my brows with the normal Tarte Amazonian Clay waterproof brow pencil in the shade medium brown, and I'm going in and just sculpting them with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. Today has been super busy. Like that was literally my 4th phone call that I've had all day, and then I need to film this video and run out the door. Actually, I need to put on some pants and then run out the door because anytime I'm going to an event, I always get hit with the worst traffic downtown, like right on Richmond Street. Oh my god. Literally has the worst traffic ever. I am really excited for today's event though. I don't really go to a lot of makeup events. Well, more recently I have been, but in the past I never really went to a lot, so I'm excited that I'm starting to get invited to some. Guys, I'm actually turning into an important person. Just kidding. I'm also going to another event tomorrow with ELF, which I'm really excited for because I think this is like their first event in Toronto. Okay, now that my brows are snatched, let me know if you guys want me to do an updated brow tutorial because my technique has sort of changed. I mean, it's still very similar, but I feel like now they look more like you can see every single hair, and I love that. So I'm gonna move on to primer. So I have this thing that Too Faced recently sent out. This is their new Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray that looks like this. I want to use this because I was watching Kathleen Light's video and she said that it made her face feel sticky, which I personally like when I'm putting on foundation because that means it's actually gonna stay. But I do want to ensure that I stay matte as well, so maybe I'll put this one on first. So I'm just going to give myself a spray. I have used this like once or twice, like I kind of just sprayed it. My brother also used it on my face when I did the Brother Does My Makeup challenge. I hate the smell of this. Like, I don't like if it was the same coconut smell that was in the Hangover primer, I would love it, but this one, I don't know. It smells a little like coconut hair product or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to spray this. It has a very strong spray nozzle, so be careful with that. Kind of just soaked my face as you can see, but I'm gonna give this a minute to dry. Okay, so I totally see what she meant by it's sticky, like even my eyelids are kind of sticking together. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I'm also gonna go in with the NYX Shine Killer and just put it on my T-zone because I've been getting pretty oily in my T-zone, at least in the summertime. So I've been really liking this and it hasn't broken me out, so I like it. As you can see, like, I don't know, maybe you couldn't tell on camera, but that already took away a lot of the shine. I'm gonna color correct with my WYCON color corrector. This is nothing new, but a lot of people ask me about this. Unfortunately, it's only available in Italy, so if you live in Italy, then you can find this at a WYCON store. They also have it in Belgium, I know, and then maybe they ship to some places in the EU, but That's why I don't really link it that much, because a lot of my viewers are either from the UK, Canada, or the US, and you can't find that there, unfortunately. But if you ever do find yourself traveling to Italy or any of those countries, then please do yourself a favor and pick up this product, because it is amazing. And then what I do to ensure that my mouth does not crease is I take my beauty blender and I dip it into, or actually I don't use this with my beauty blender, I use it with a brush. I'm just going to go in with this big Tarte one and take a little bit of that. I always go like this and then press that in. Now we are ready for some foundation. So for foundation, for special events and stuff, I've been loving to mix these two because they're really long lasting. I spoke about it and went on in my June favorites, so if you want to hear my thoughts on it, then check out that video. But this is the L'Oreal True Match in the shade N8, which is a little too deep for me. And then this is the Lancome Tintadol Ultra 24-Hour Makeup in the shade 460 Suede W. This one's a little too light for me, but together they are a perfect match. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that and then apply it to my face with my damp beauty blender. I'm just going to use whatever is on this, which is actually a lot, to just put this all over my face. And you can see that's like a perfect match for my skin tone. You can see this foundation just leaves your skin very like natural looking, like all the places my face naturally glows, like those places are not mattified, like it just kind of looks very natural and dewy. My skin also has been treating me very, very nicely lately. I've been doing the Teeny Detox, if you guys have heard of that, like all over Instagram, and I feel like that, like ever since I started that, my skin has literally never looked better. Like my skin is so glowy, and I do hear that it does help with skin, because obviously it is detoxifying any toxins in your body, including your face. And seriously, like, look at this, guys. My face has never been glowier, more smooth, like, it's doing really nice stuff. So I'm thinking of introducing a weekly vlog on my channel, because so many of you had loved my Ramadan weekly vlogs, and you guys kept asking for me to continue vlogging. So I'm currently vlogging this week, just sort of testing it out. But I think from now on, so Mondays and Wednesdays are going to be regular content, so either a beauty video or a lifestyle / fashion or challenge, any sort of video like that, but there will be at least one beauty video. And then I think every Friday I will have a weekly vlog for you guys, so you can see what I was up to that week. If I didn't have like a really exciting week, then I'll just do, I don't know, a day of my life or something like that. But let me know how you, like, what you guys think of that, if you want me to incorporate more vlogs, because for the longest time I kept going back and forth with the idea of starting a new channel completely for vlogs, but I feel like, I don't know, there's no point in like, I say like a lot, I realize, but there's no point in me dividing the content. So just let me know if you guys, like, what you guys think of that idea. I like the idea, so hopefully you guys too. Again, I'm testing it out this week to see how it does on my channel, and if it does do pretty well, then I will continue it. That is it for the foundation. Oh, I'm just so obsessed with how it looks and how it makes my skin look. So for concealer, I'm gonna of course be using the Tarte Shape Tape. So I use the shade Dark first, or sorry, this is the shade Deep. I do 3 little stripes on either side. Oh, that one was not as much. And then I go in with the lighter one, which is Tan Sand, and I use this as my like highlighting shade. And then normally what I do is take any excess and then put that on my forehead to make sure that that place looks a little more highlighted as well. And then I also take some down the bridge of my nose and put some on my chin too. Okay, so before this starts to crease up on me, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. So it's not completely white, it's actually like a beige sort of color. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera, but yeah, let's see how this works. I'm just going to get rid of some of the creasing first, and then I'm just going to dip that in, and let's see. I really hope this doesn't give me flashback because I feel like the event that I'm going to tonight is indoors. And if there's any flash photography, I might look like a ghost. But let's hope it doesn't. I actually really like the undertone of it. Like, it's not giving me an ashy sort of white look. It's actually blending in really, really nicely with my skin tone. Oh my god. It looks so flawless on camera. What the heck? There must be some sort of like... Well, no, it's completely matte. Like, it says ethereal powder, so... I don't know if there's some sort of like light reflecting beads in there or something, but it is making my under eyes literally look flawless. Like, can you tell? First of all, it completely mattified it, but then it just makes, like, it smoothed it out so nicely compared to here. I have pretty deep eye pockets, if that's what they're even called, but wow. That is impressive. Okay, Too Faced. I'm just gonna put this everywhere that I highlighted. Okay, so far I'm loving how this powder is making my skin look. Really nice package as well. I like how the thing closes because I travel a lot and powder always flies everywhere all over my makeup bag. But I am going to go into my Laura Mercier powder for my smile lines and kind of all over the rest of my face. My face literally looks flawless right now, guys. Like, oh my god. I really, really like this powder. I'm going to put a little more on. I'm just going to put a little more in this area because I like these areas to be kind of highlighted a little more. Okay, and then what I always do, no matter what, is take the same brush, just a big fluffy brush, and then just kind of like press my whole face. Like, there's no product on this, or there might be from the remaining powder that I used earlier, but I just sort of press the powder into my skin to make sure that it's locked in place, and it just also gets rid of any other product that's kind of like just pressing, or sorry, that's just kind of like staying on my skin. I just picked up this bronzer because I haven't used it in a while. This is the Tarte Hotel Iris bronzer, and I figured that I would just use it today because I feel like it needs some loving. So I'm going to go in with my regular bronzing brush and just go to town. You guys know my bronzing routine already, but this is a step I never skip out on with makeup anymore. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX No Filter bronzer in, well, powder. I use it for bronzer. It's in the shade Mahogany. And I'm just going to take that on the edge of this brush and then sort of use that to give me a light contour. Just like that. I'm pretty happy with it, but now I'm going to move on to the eyes finally. So I'm going to be taking the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm so excited to use this. I don't know what eye look I'm going to do with it. I have sort of played around with this already, and so far I do really like it. So I'm going to take my trusty Morphe M505 and then go into this color over here. I don't think these have names, but this is really, really pretty. The one thing I do notice with this palette is that it has a lot of fallout. It is very, very pigmented and very blendable, but it does have a lot of fallout, so that can be kind of annoying, but I'm willing to deal with it. It was only like 22 bucks, well, US that is, so maybe around like 30 bucks Canadian. While I do this, since it's kind of boring, I am going to be having a giveaway very soon for my 100,000 subscriber milestone. I know it's kind of late, it's like almost a month overdue, but I've just been waiting on some products to come in, and there's going to be two, well actually technically there's going to be 3 winners. I'm going to be doing 2 on YouTube and 1 on Instagram. The one on Instagram isn't going to be makeup, but it is just as exciting, so definitely be sure to look out for that. Next I'm going to go into this shade over here. It's kind of this gold shade, and on a Sigma, what is this? Eye shading E55, it's like a little mini. I'm going to pack that on to my lid. Hopefully this looks good. Ooh. That is really pretty. You know what, I'm going to pack this onto the inner portion of my lid, and then I think I'm going to go in with a separate color for the outer portion of my lid. For the outer portion, I think I'm going to go in with this deeper shade. Technically this is a highlight, but I'm going to use it as, I'm just going to flip the brush over use it right over here. I like that. It's pretty. It's kind of like a shimmery ombre. Okay, just to deepen up the outer crease a little, I'm going to go into the Too Faced Natural Love palette, and I'm going to go into the shade Makeup and Chill, which is this one over here. It's like my favorite eyeshadow for deepening up the crease. They just got the perfect undertone down with it. This is the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush that I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to lightly sort of like deepen up the crease with that. I want to keep this eye look very soft. I don't want it too harsh or anything. I'm actually just using that same brush. I'm going to just kind of work it out in this sort of corner over here, almost bringing it down to the lower lash line. And then taking that same shade that we used first, this one over here, on a smaller, more detailed brush, I'm going to run this right under my lower lash line over here. Oh, I just realized there was a mirror on this. What the heck? Could totally use this mirror. It's pretty good too. I'm going to be using the Milani Stay Put Matte 17-Hour Wear Liquid Liner. This is an amazing liquid liner. I'm going to take a little bit of some black eyeliner and just sort of tightline my eyes a little. I feel like this literally happens in every single video. I tell myself I'm gonna wear these beautiful dramatic lashes, and then they just don't work out for me, and I end up just switching to my good old Cara eyelashes from Shop Miss A that are a Zola, okay? I'm gonna go into this Makeup Geek blush called Covet. Now, I want to go in with this iconic London highlighter, but I'm a little nervous on how it's going to apply on top of the powders. I'll give it a shot anyways, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand. And I don't even know how pigmented these are either. Oh, I'm a little nervous. That's actually really pretty. That is blending out really, really nicely. Oh my goodness. I was a little nervous because even on my hand it looks very, very silver, but on the cheeks it kind of just looks like wet, like this really beautiful glossy sort of finish. This is taking a turn for the worse. I got a little too happy and went in with the opposite side of my beauty blender, and because it was so damp it kind of took off my concealer. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. That was a little bit of a fail. Okay, that was a fail on my part though. The product is actually really, really nice. Maybe I'll use the Laura Geller one. Maybe I'll use both, who knows. Let's apply 3 highlighters, why not? This one I've actually been really enjoying. It's more of a dry highlight. What I mean by that is like you can really, really dig in there and it's not gonna like fly everywhere, which I really like because that makes it really easy to travel with. But then, I don't know, it just applies a lot nicer. It's not chunky at all. And then over top that, just for fun, I'm gonna mix these 2 shades over here, and then actually maybe even just all 3 of these over here, and then apply that on top. I am so glowy today. I just remembered I have a new mascara to try out. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and I've been hearing a lot of buzz about this one, so I'm actually really excited to try it out. So I'm just gonna ooh, it literally looks exactly like the Too Faced the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It literally looks exactly like it. Like even the brush sort of looks like it, but almost a little better. This one's a little tapered. The Too Faced one is just kind of like a fat log. But I'm gonna use this to kind of blend my lashes with the falsies. I actually really like this mascara. Like I know I'm only using it on my bottom lashes right now, but I can really tell with my bottom lashes, like they look super, super long. Alright, and now for the exciting part, I'm gonna be going into this beautiful package. Again, this is by Maybelline, and it is their Super Matte Stay Ink collection. I'm gonna be taking the shade Pioneer. which is a bright ass red. And when I used this yesterday, I found that the point is actually really nice on this. I'll show you guys a little up close so you can see. The point is like very fine, so it's actually really easy to line your lips with this, so I'm not going to use a lip liner. Very, very vibrant. I feel like it's coming off a little more vibrant on camera. While it is a really vibrant red, it's definitely not as neon as it looks on camera. Now the thing with this lip color, like all of the entire line actually, is that it's very, very sticky. It does eventually dry down, but like until it does dry down, it's like very uncomfortable and sticky. It also is very notorious for getting on your teeth, so definitely make sure you do that trick to get it off the inner rim. I'm going to be using my good old Urban Decay All-Nighter. This is honestly the only setting spray that actually makes my makeup last like all night, like as long as I want to wear it. So I'm just going to give it a good shake and then give myself a nice douse in this. This is the completed look. I'm actually really, really happy with how it turned out. I think that is very, like, it's a very classic look, but it's still very summery with this bright red. And yeah, if you want to check these out, I definitely would recommend them. They're probably one of the most long-lasting lip colors that I've ever wore. That's like not completely matte, and although it is a little uncomfortable at first, once it dries down completely, like they are pretty comfortable. You can eat through this, you can drink through this, and it will not come off, so it's pretty amazing. Overall, I did actually really like this spray. I found that it applied my it made my foundation apply very nicely and actually stick to it. The iconic London highlighter, I actually really, really like it. I think it gave a beautiful dew to the skin. I do have to play around with it. Again, I don't really use too many highlighters like this, so I think it was just my fault, honestly. Laura Geller highlighter honestly is becoming one of my favorite highlighters really, really quickly. And then the Carli Bybel palette I would recommend. It is inexpensive. I think it is an amazing palette. The colors are beautiful. And this is just like a very neutral look, but I'm really excited to play around with like these mauves. So if you want more looks featuring this palette, definitely do let me know. What else did I use in this? The Too Faced setting powder I actually really, really love. I'm excited to start using that a little more, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a big thumbs up and let me know if you guys want me to continue these sort of chit-chat get ready with me's when I'm actually going out to events. And yeah, this is kind of my event makeup that I always go to. Obviously the lip and the eyes always change, but generally this is what I do, and it leaves my face very flawless and still glowy, and it's long lasting. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel on your way out if you aren't subscribed yet. I just slapped my legs so hard. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video on Friday. Bye guys, love you. Mwah.